Xian stepped forward, brandishing her large sword. Unfortunately, it caught on the corridor's low ceiling. Damn it! Check your surroundings.
Sorry, just a little mistake.
A little mistake could cost you your life. It had already cost Xian a bit, judging by the spear from one golem that was now stuck inside her. That nonsense left her wide open, and I really wished she would get it together for a change. It's too cramped to fight in here. I don't know what's beyond, but maybe there's a bigger space in the 3rd section.
Then maybe we can have them hurry up with deactivating it.
Nah. At this point, I'll just do it myself. Sorry guys, but time's up. Ranga, help those two. While Gobta, Xian, and Ranga bought time for me, I quickly wrapped up the door. The alarms were still blaring, and all the traps were active. I wanted to avoid violence in here to keep the ruins intact, but luckily the door opened without much of a challenge. Get inside! The expedition team ran down the stairway without a hint of panic. Kagali followed behind, and I joined her, protecting her back as we all entered the crypt. The dead were asleep here, but it did not look the part. It was an enormous, brightly lit space, large enough to hold a broad, grass-covered plain. I almost forgot everything as I marveled at it. But now was no time for surprises. Soon Gopta came down the stairs, the golems not far behind him, and the battle began anew. Now though, things were turning around. Xian had full freedom of movement, and she was pulverizing the golems. Ranga was going berserk. Gopta destroyed one golem after another with his gun, even finding time to reload at regular intervals. The expedition team looked reassured. At this point, I did not want to let anyone escape. When I strike hard, and my foes probably think the same way. They were trying to keep me isolated in here, even if it meant risking Milim's wrath. Honestly, I probably underestimated Maribel, but no more.
Understood. Shifting into full power battle mode.
Quietly, I finished my preparations. All the restrictions I had placed on myself were removed, getting me ready for the enemy to come. Now I only had to wait for the ringleader. I'm surprised there was actually an attack, but what kind of force would attempt to attack a demon lord, even waking up a chaos dragon for it? That was one of the expedition team. Kagali seemed disturbed too, the concern clear in her voice. If it was an act, she was good at it, but I still did not know what lay in her heart. Sorry to drag you into this. The team tried to sound brave. If there was a living chaos dragon out there, they said, nobody was safer to stand near than me. They needed to report it to Guild HQ. They needed to survive first. They knew how to mentally switch gears on a dime. I told you I was gonna protect you, right? And if I win, we're good. I kept it casual as I calmed them down. Gopta, Ranga, and Xian were here. Milim, strongest among all the demon lords, was not going to let a chaos dragon beat her. It was not a good situation, but it was not a terrible one either. We had to kill our foes, survive the onslaught, and address our anxieties. Simple. Kagali went quiet for a moment. I turned my eyes toward Gopta's battle, waiting for the real enemy to appear. You have many foes, Sir Rimuru. Is that because you're a demon lord? I was unoccupied while waiting, so I casually replied. It wasn't voluntary on my part, but yes. Why is that? The kingdom of Pharmus provoked me. With Clayman, my foe was messing with me, so I had to respond. Hinata the Saint had the wrong idea about me. In every case, it was started by the other side. I just played along. In a way, it was self-defense. It was? So you never start anything, Sir Rimuru? Well, maybe I can't say that. With this particular enemy, it's kind of a conflict between motivations. Our philosophies don't mesh. This would have happened sooner or later anyway, I think. You can't resolve it without fighting? Sure we can. But that resolution would probably never come until I swallowed up the other side. If they didn't want that, they were probably right to do this. With Dwargan and Thalion at Tempest's side, we had no reason to lose an economic war with the Western nations. If the enemy did nothing, I was certain we would annex them all, financially speaking. Raphael was way faster than a quantum computer. I would not stand for anyone dissing it. Oh? So you think the other side is justified in this, then? Were they? Maybe we could have accepted the differences in our principles and agreed to mutual concessions. If we were never going to get involved with one another again, that might have worked. But if they were justified, then so was I. I had no interest in doing whatever they said, and they did not want me ruling over them. If that was how it was, confrontation was the only choice. In a way, economic warfare is even more terrifying than the kind with guns and tanks. There is no defined surrender, and as long as the other side does not fall under your umbrella, it never ends. So you could say that my foes turning to military warfare was a stroke of luck. Once they realized they could not win, they would have to admit defeat. Whether that was just or not was another issue entirely. Well, justice can mean a ton of different things depending on your viewpoint. I'm not saying I'm absolutely correct, but if I retreat here, that is going to worsen my position. The only choice I have is to fight. It was not that I could not have taken a more modest path. But if I bent, all my friends would go down with me. Even so, if you respected the other side's position and tried talking to search for a better relationship, don't you think you could have avoided hostilities? That was a tough one. How should I answer it? I did not have to worry about it. A young girl's voice answered for me.
It's impossible. So impossible. People have endless desires. You can't ask them to be patient, and if the other side bends, the demands get bigger and bigger. That's part of being human.
Right. If I conceded, I would like to believe the other side would understand. But that was not realistic. If I were just another citizen who could believe in fairy tales, maybe I could have given Kagali an earful of idealistic stuff. But from a politician's point of view, there was no way I could believe in that nonsense. And I guess my adversary thought the same way. You know, I think the exact same thing. I'm the Demon Lord Rimuru. You are?
Good to meet you. My name is Maribel. I'm your enemy.
Somewhere along the line, all the golems had been defeated. There stood the girl I had seen at the Founders Festival, the enemy I expected, and one far bolder than I imagined. It was not just Maribel. 3 others stood beside her. Gaia, looking completely changed, a man in knightly clothes, and Yuuki Kagurazaka. The sight disturbed Kagali and the expedition team. The team demanded to know why the guildmaster was there, whether he was after my life, and why he had ordered them to explore these ruins. Yuuki gave them no answer. Just as Glenda had said, he must have been under Maribel's complete control. Sir Yuuki, what is the meaning of this? Are you turning your backs on us? Kagali's voice was full of anger. It sounded like it came from the heart, but that did not matter anymore. I really wanted to end this farce soon and go back up to Milim, but before that, yeah. You certainly are my enemy. But before we fight, there's one thing I'd like to ask, if that's okay. The expedition team seemed thrown by my choice, but I kept watching Maribel. Shiny blonde hair, lips the color of cherry blossoms. A girl who may or may not be 10 years old. Deep down, though, she was cold, too different from anyone else on the planet.
What is that?
Join me, then we can avoid all this needless conflict.
Laughable. So laughable. You should join with me, Demon Lord Rimuru. You're going to lose right here. If you don't like it, submit to my rule.
Your approach isn't a match for my policies. The way you do things will lead to unnecessary wars. It will make countless innocent people suffer, just to keep the riches of a few safe.
Yes, I'll admit to that. But so what? It's completely natural for the powerless to be exploited. It's survival of the fittest with monsters too, is it not?
Oh, it is. But I don't like that.
Well, it's stupid. It is so stupid. Do you believe in a bunch of insipid nonsense like we're all equal?
No, I'm not a total idiot, but everybody needs to be given an opportunity. Some people just can't manage to do anything, but you can't cast away people's values that easily, can you? Some people bloom later in life. Some have hidden talents. Some hate ordinary work but have unbelievable artistic gifts. With Maribel's approach, once a gap opened between rich and poor, it would be impossible to close again. I could not accept that. From the moment they are born, people are unequal. That is a given. You could count the monetary fortune parents give their child as a kind of talent. But a life where you are given no opportunity at education, only constant exploitation, ignores the potential in everyone. In a word, it is a waste.
Ridiculous. So ridiculous. I can't believe a childish dreamer like you is a demon lord. Your stupidity is simply unbelievable.
My argument did not move Maribel. Is it? Well, all right. Then let's determine which one is right. There couldn't be an easier way.
Gladly. Let me teach you how reality works.
Our arguments would never mesh. Only through a fight would we reach a conclusion. I felt sad about that, but I could accept it. The human race would never see a day when everyone truly understood one another. But that just proved how diverse we all were. Thanks to evolution, we were a living contradiction. Only the victor could proclaim how just that was. And Maribel and I, two sets of justice opposed in principle, were about to clash.
Smash him down.
At Maribel's signal, Gaia moved first. Perhaps hatred made him lunge at me, eyes bloodshot.
The likes of you challenging Sir Rimuru.
Xian tried to get in Gaia's way.
I'll take you.
Oh, how interesting. No one weak enough to let that girl rule over them can defeat me.
Her eyes shone red. That meant Xian was dead serious. With a tremendous aura, she readied her giant sword, and the battle was underway. I left her to it and looked at the other man in the group. He seemed stronger than a paladin, but Gobta was engaging him now, Ranga at his side.
Gobta, time to show us what the Big Four can do.
You got it. Okay, now let me show you something really good. Transform! With that call-out, Gobta and Ranga merged together, turning into a cool werewolf-style figure without a hint of Gobta to it, right? That could probably work. Unlike the last time I saw it, Gobta had learned how to control himself. He was conducting himself perfectly, no longer battered around by Ranga's strength. His opponent could most likely beat the 10 Great Saints, but I figured Gobta could manage. Trusting in that, I focused on my own enemy. Oops. Before that, gathering my aura into my left hand, I casually hurled it at Gaia. That was all it took to render him into dust and erase him from this world. Stained by Maribel's desire, he had obtained powers beyond his own, but to me he was just a distraction. You wanted to fight me, huh? Well, glad you got the chance before you died. It was sort of a blunt way to address the dead, but hopefully he would be satisfied.
No. What was that? What was that power?
What was it? That's me taking this seriously. And now it's your turn. You don't need to understand who you made your enemy. I'm going to gobble you down until you can never get resurrected again, so have fun nourishing me. I offered that little speech out of politeness before our battle. Now that I was serious, I did not want anyone to expect kindness from me. Maribel was now my enemy. I was going to kill her. It could not have been more obvious. Let's end this fast and go help Milim, I told myself, taking a step toward Maribel. Maribel now realized just who she was up against. A member of the Octagram, one of the strongest people in the world. Hey, is it me, or is Sir Rimuru looking kinda scary now?
Shut up! That's no way for part of the Big Four to talk. Listen, Gobta, that is the true form of the Demon Lord Rimuru. Ah, look how gallant and imposing he is. I, Xian, am truly happy to bear witness to this.
Oh, really? I think his true form is, you know, how he usually goes around and stuff.
Yes, and that is quite fetching too, I will admit. But I'm sure Diablo so regrets not being able to see this right now. I will be sure to tell him all about it, for an extended period of time.
Maribel could hear that conversation, but to her it sounded like mockery. Her mind was on other things. She needed to focus on me. This was no joke, not a joke at all. To Maribel, a riled demon lord was not a foe to trifle with. She had powered up Gaia as best she could. He had taken on more power than your average magic-born, well beyond human standards. Some older guard demon lords like Free or Krillin might have struggled against him. And yet I had defeated him with a single passing blow, as if burning a pile of trash. Maribel's soul held a stronger force than Gaia's. She had been resurrected, traveled to and survived in another world, and her mind was in a realm beyond human comprehension. Even so, she sensed that I was a threat, so she immediately broke out her final option, Holy Field. The most lethal of barriers, and a killer move against any monster. Ever well prepared, she had already stationed her blood shadow troops around the outer rim of the castle grounds.
You can threaten me all you want, but now it's time. Time to see just how much more intelligent we are than monsters.
she sent the order. Whoa, I feel all heavy.
I remember this, and it's even stronger than it was then. This must be its true force.
Maribel gritted her teeth. The Big Four werewolf and the ogre with him both possessed unusual strength. The other Magic-born I had brought to the council were formidable too. A frontal attack would have given Maribel no chance, even if Eldora never showed up. But now things were different, or so she believed. I had exposed my defenseless underbelly, and Maribel chuckled to herself. That mistake would be my doom. But her conviction was wishful thinking. Ah, I thought so. I anticipated you making this move. Did you think I wouldn't prepare for it? I grinned at her, and the holy field disappeared as quickly as it had deployed.
What did you do?
Well, I'm walking around here all but asking to be attacked, so of course I had my people keep watch around the castle for me, right? Maybe you thought you had me in a trap, but I was just using myself as bait to trap you. I figured, after all, that if you wanted to enslave me with greed, you needed to be on site. At that point, Maribel understood everything. The missing Glenda had not been rubbed out at all. She had betrayed her. Yes, the only one overestimating her skills was Maribel. And with her last resort exhausted, she was at a major disadvantage. Gaia was dead. Yuuki had the advantage, but still was not overpowering Xion. Rama, the battle sage burning to avenge Glenda, was struggling against Gopta and Ranga. All of them had been powered up by Maribel's greed, but none could emerge victorious. Maribel would have to step up herself. The petite doll-like girl was about to expose her true nature. Combusting her own soul, Maribel went beyond her limits. All she hoped for was victory. She could not make up for falling into that trap, but this was exactly what she had wanted the whole time.
Time to get serious. I'm going to wager it all to kill you.
Right, and I'll reply with my full force. Following that signal, Maribel started running. With a bound, she unleashed a kick on me, her physical skill far from childlike. The attack was fiercer and heavier than a tank round, forceful enough to bend an iron beam. It gave me no distress. I lightly parried it, threw her down, and followed in as she spun out of harm's way. She dodged, then launched Avarice as a return gift.
Die. You will thirst for death.
Waves of darkness attacked me. This was Maribel's finishing move, a strike that took the living's instinctual lust for life and flipped it on its head. That was Maribel Rosso, a girl who used her own will to perfect her unique skills. This one too was sinful, harnessing the most primordial emotions in the human body. No one could resist the enhanced siren song of greed it played. No one, Maribel thought, no matter how strong, could do away with their thirst for life.
It just wasn't enough. No one, no matter how strong, can do away with their thirst for life. And that's what makes me invincible.
It was true. She was powerful. Against Frey, Caroline, or an awakened Clayman, she probably would have won. Even Hinata the Saint might have faltered before Avarice. But... sorry, but my analysis just finished up. Now it won't work on me. I had triggered my ultimate skill. At that moment, Maribel's chances of victory were zero, because while she was all-powerful, she was all-powerful within the dimension of that ultimate skill. Raphael was right. Maribel had prepared Holy Field, and Granville was the boss of the Western nations, so I had assumed she adopted it. She was such a master at it that it scared me, but it also played right into my hand. Now the ever-eager Gabiru, along with Hakuro, Soka, and her fellow troops, had something to do. It had been a pain keeping them calm over the past few days of no action. I was glad I did not disappoint them, but Maribel was strong. Definitely strong. When she exposed me to those dark waves, it really made my spine tingle. I was not worried about dying, but if she fired that at one of my officials, the thought scared me. Anyone besides me would have died for sure. Maybe Diablo would survive. Maybe Xion too. Anyone else from Benimaru on down would not have had a chance. Maybe it was time to train their spirits, their souls, a little more. Completing my analyze and assess like Raphael requested, I gave Maribel her final warning. Sorry, but my analysis just finished up. Now it won't work on me. I was not going to let her control other people. But if she was willing to retire to a quiet life and not bother anyone, yes, even I knew I was going easy on her. But she looked like a 10-year-old girl. If I had to kill her, the guilt could be gargantuan. It would be nice if she could surrender.
Don't give me that. More. Give me more. Even if I consume everything I have, I'm going to seize victory.
Unfortunately, my words failed to reach her. Our principles were never going to mesh anyway. I had been preparing for an ending like this, but now that it was really happening, I could not help but feel a twinge of sadness. Maribel flew into a crazed flurry of physical strikes. None of them affected me. Well, if we could not understand each other, so be it. All right, I'm going to make this painless for you. Feel free to stew on your loss inside of me. I set off Beelzebub's soul consume, or tried to. But then, with a loud boom, I saw Xion get sent flying from the corner of my eye. Turning toward her, I realized Yuuki had just drilled a kick into her. Despite her ultra-speed regeneration, she could not get back up. That was very unusual. Xion. Maniacal laughter drowned out my shout. It came from both Maribel and Yuuki, harmonizing with her.
Well done. Well done indeed. I underrated you, Demon Lord Rimuru. I underestimated you. I had no idea you were this kind of monster.
That's true. I didn't think you could win against Maribel, but I can't have you forgetting that I'm right here, okay?
Yuuki, fresh from besting Xion, stood before me. The black waves from Maribel were now crashing upon him, stronger than ever before.
Understood. The subject Yuuki Kagurazaka's power has just skyrocketed. The subject Maribel Rosso is apparently using the unique skill Avarice to transfer her power to him.
How many cards did she have in her hand? Now I had to deal with Yuuki too. I knew he was only under the influence of Avarice, so I wanted to subdue him if I could, not kill him. Shh, don't hate me if I kill you.
I'd say the same to you.
We moved at the same time. A flurry of kicks sent both of us hurtling through the air. Something like this had happened before, but this time we were both serious. Yuuki was stronger than I thought, certainly more of a physical specimen than Maribel. He had fought Xion and soundly beaten her, so he had to be a phenom. I had no intention of going easy on him, but maybe it would be hard to resolve this quickly. Then I spotted Maribel moving, trying to catch me unaware. She turned her back and began fleeing toward the middle of the crypt. I wanted to pursue her, but Yuuki stopped me. Ah well. Maribel could not escape. Now that I fully grasped the wavelength of her soul, I could find her no matter where she hid. For now, Yuuki came first. My peripheral vision told me Kagali and the expedition team were attending to Xion. She was awake, but she could not stand, and that clearly pained her. If Yuuki left her in such bad shape, I could not make light of him. Still, I was not worried. A unique skill should never work against an ultimate skill. No matter how much power Maribel gave him, Yuuki should not have been able to beat me. My victory was as good as assured. The next moment, that confidence was crushed.
All right, time to get real.
Yuuki unleashed a right roundhouse kick. It was the same as before, and I easily blocked it with my left arm. The next instant, my entire upper arm shattered as if it burst open. Huh? I backstepped to safety, honestly surprised as I stared at my arm.
Concern. The universal barrier of Uriel, Lord of Vows, has been broken. This is believed to be due to the subject Yuuki Kagurazaka's extra-singular anti-skill constitution.
Wait a minute. My absolute defense did not work on him? Was he pretty much nullifying all my attacks too?
Affirmative. Anti-skill is a spiritual body constitution that suppresses magic and skills. It is likely that only Holy Blade skills and certain other arts will be effective against him.
So something like Melt Slash could work? This was not a joke any longer. He seriously managed to break down my ultimate skill. I would never be able to comprehend all the details, but his constitution was terrifying news. I thought you couldn't obtain unique skills or special stuff like that.
That wasn't a lie. I did say that my physical abilities have developed beyond normal, didn't I?
I wanted to yell at him about that, but he was right. Besides, if his mind was being controlled, there was not much point complaining. Yuki's attacks worked on me. Mine did not work on him. I would only waste time if I stayed like this, and if that was what it came to, I could not get hung up on keeping him alive. I really wanted to. We'd shared a homeland and everything. If he was deliberately my rival, that would be one thing. But mind-controlled like this? I felt bad for him. Facts were facts, though. Yuuki was not someone I could beat while going easy. Stealing my resolve, I drew my sword, sending aura up and down its jet black blade.
Ooh, nice katana there.
He took out one knife with his right hand and a small single-edged sword with his left. With those blades, he lowered his hips into an unusual stance, maybe self-invented. Seeing him square up, it finally dawned on me. Losing my skills and magic worried me. But Yuuki was not impervious to physical attack. Anti-skill constitution or not, if I cut him, he would bleed. That was why some arts would work. I planted my feet and slashed at Yuuki. He blocked with the sword in his left hand, easily matching my speed. But I had experience trading blows with Hinata, which helped both my sword skills and my confidence. Staying calm, I looked ahead 2 or 3 strikes. Even if skills did not work on Yuuki, predict future attacks still worked, since it used Raphael's computations to discern his behavior. Yuuki preferred to defend with his left-hand sword and attack with his right-hand knife. Both weapons were purified magisteel, evolving toward vast power gains, maybe even legend class. Those were a threat, but then I made an unexpected discovery.
Report. Anti-skill is not applied to weapons.
Whoa. So using weapons actually weakened Yuuki. That tidbit did not mean much for anyone besides me, but to Yuuki it was a blind spot. If these were regular attacks, absolute defense gave me nothing to fear. I decided to risk Yuuki getting a hit on me.
Haha, dropping your guard, Rimuru?
Pretending to lose my balance after a parried katana strike, I left myself open. Yuuki thrust with his knife as if it were drawn by a magnet. It had some special feature that let it expand and contract, messing with my sense of distance. To Yuuki, it probably felt like a perfect surprise attack. But I planned the whole thing. The knife aimed squarely for my heart. Then I stopped it. I touched it to make sure, and it turned out to contain a special poison that would affect my nervous system. If it had stabbed me, even I would have taken damage. But that was pointless theorizing now. Well, too bad for you. It hurts more when you punch me, you know?
No way, this is insane.
Yuuki's eyes widened, but I had no obligation to listen to his complaints. Instead, I mercilessly unleashed a new sword strike I had just finished developing. Stormbreak? A combination magic and art move inspired by Hinata's Melt Slash. The magic was storm magic, provided by Veldora, Lord of the Storm. Veldora's magic was scarier for its secondary damage than its primary. Once it opened a wound, destruction began from there, eventually breaking down the entire body. Stormbreak was the same, a sure kill art that ate into the target's life force. Thanks to Yuuki's unique constitution, the strike landed but did not trigger that full effect. A large gash opened across his chest, but it was not lethal. Yuuki glared at me. I tried to look into his inner thoughts, but black mist blocked me from seeing anything. Maribel's desires had fully infected him. If I could clear that away, I would not need to finish him off.
Understood. Interference is blocked by anti-skill.
No dice. Then there was one thing to do. I've won this. I wanted to release you from Maribel's rule, but I guess I can't do that. I'm gonna go a little strong on you, but no hard feelings, alright? I would damage him almost to the point of death and knock him unconscious. Then, while he was out, I would take care of Maribel. If that eliminated her effect on him, great. I readied my sword against Yuuki. Sadly, punching him with my bare hands would not do any damage. The energy anti-skill canceled even included the kinetic energy from my fist. It was crazy, but Yuuki was a special case. Waiting until the best possible moment, I applied power to my sword. I wanted to strike him with the blunt side of the blade. It was sturdy enough not to break, but if I applied too much, I might cut Yuuki in half. Striking the right balance was tough. But just as I readied my sword, Please, wait a minute. I beg you, please reconsider killing Sir Yuuki. Kagali shouted and tried to run up to him. Whoa, look out! Yuuki's under Maribel's control. No, it's fine. There's no way someone as strong-willed as Sir Yuuki could have his heart taken by a little girl like that. She clung to Yuuki, ignoring my warning. The expedition team followed her lead, insisting the Grand Master was not that much of a wimp, that he always went by the beat of his own drum, that no one could exploit his weaknesses. He was certainly well loved. If they were defending him that much, I was starting to look like the villain. Look, if there were a way to keep from killing him, I would use it, all right? I was just taking the option that was best for the situation. Could they not see I was carrying my katana backward? I watched Kagali and the rest come up behind him, trying to get his attention. If that was all it took to break Maribel's influence, we would not be having this problem. I'm not trying to kill him either, okay? So get out of my way, I tried to say. And at that moment...
Guys.
Report. Change detected in the subject Yuuki Kagurazaka. The desire-driven spiritual interference appears to have been cancelled.
What? Seriously? We were going with that happily ever after ending? I could barely believe it, but my senses told me Yuuki was not after my life any longer. With Yuuki back to normal, the only foes left were Maribel and the Chaos Dragon.
Looks like I caused you some trouble there, so forgive me for that. But you saved me, Rimuru.
Yeah, glad you're okay. I tried my best not to look like I had been fine with him dying a moment ago. Hey, Gopta, get this done with already. I needed to change the subject, and yelling at Gopta did the job. Soon after, his battle was over. Xion was safe. Yuki's anti-skill effect was not permanent, so her ultra-speed regeneration sprang back to life after a bit. She glared at Yuuki, still in a rage, as I tried my best to calm her down.
This is a humiliation. I still haven't trained enough.
When the anger left her, sadness came rushing in. I tried to calm her again, telling her there would be another time. Gopta, meanwhile, looked exhausted. I told that guy Glenda was alive, but he just wouldn't listen to me. Now that he was used to handling Ranga's power, Rama was not much of a threat. Between Gopta's battle sense and Ranga's hyper instincts, that wolfman form was a huge upgrade. Ranga stayed conscious too, keeping a honed eye out for external threats. The way they divided responsibilities during battle reminded me of Raphael and me. No wonder they were such a force. So why did Gopta have so much trouble? Rama was burning to avenge Glenda's apparent death. Being a kind-hearted goblin, Gopta could not find it in himself to kill him. I asked Raphael to undo the spiritual interference in Rama's mind. He had used the power in his soul a little too much, but it looked like he would survive. He was awake as well, and he believed our description of how Glenda had survived. That should have wrapped things up. Sadly, it did not. Judging by the intense shaking, Milim still had not managed to seal away the Chaos Dragon. I really wanted to go help her.
Rimuru, I'll go chase after Maribel?
Yeah, but Yuuki, you're... Wait, you are not wounded? Your wounds are okay?
Oh yeah, Kagali can use healing magic, so...
I thought magic didn't work on you.
Oh no, it's fine. I can turn these properties of my body on and off.
Of course. I was too exasperated to reply. Yuuki gave me a breezy smile, which was so unfair. Hinata's body could purify magicules or something like that, but she did not have a flip switch. Anti-skill was way more powerful, and he could control it with that much precision? It seemed unfair, but I needed to address his offer. You can beat her?
It'll be easy if I don't let my guard down. I mean, being controlled like that, I can't let her go. It's a matter of pride to me.
Sir Rimuru, please. I think Maribel is bent on destroying these ruins. In the ruins of Soma that I explored, there was a magical generator that I think was used to run the city. This area looks similar, and if the generator goes out of control, it could blow up the entire area around us. And I think I'm the only one who can stop that. You think Maribel's gonna blow it up? Supplying too much magical force to one can destabilize it, and if it hasn't been used for so long, there's no telling how it would react. You know how those things work? I thoroughly analyzed the one in Soma. If need be, I know how to stop one. A woman with her beauty had a lot of impact when she gave you a serious look like that. It was not only because of her serious look that I nodded, but I did feel overpowered. Okay, you take care of that, Yuuki. Get going. Yuuki was back to his usual breezy, aloof self, brimming with confidence. He and Kagali were now on Maribel's trail. Xian, Gopta, guide the expedition team up and regroup with the Dark Elves. Keep them guarded.
Yes, sir. What about you, Sir Rimuru?
I'm gonna go back up to Milim. If I don't hurry, the Chaos Dragon might start striking all of us soon. Milim was doing her best to fight back, but even a stray shot of energy would devastate us. We did not have time to waste.
Let me join you.
No, your wound is healed on the surface, but I'm sure you're still damaged inside. Just bodyguard the team for me.
All right.
Reluctantly, Xian agreed. Yuuki and Kagali were already on their way into the crypt. Xian and Gopta had their orders. It was time to head out. Maribel was running, but she had not given up on winning. She had unleashed the sealed Chaos Dragon, one of the best cards in her deck. Under no circumstances could she let this operation fail. There was still one more card to play. Deep inside the crypt, the heart of the ancient elven city, the pinnacle of the old world's magical technology, was supposed to be sleeping. She had heard about it, and she wanted to overload it with magic and bury me with it. That was the only way she would ever defeat that monster. Her strongest pawn was Yuuki, and she was sure he would buy her a little time. In the meantime, she would set that magical control reactor on the path to destruction. Yuuki's reports had included information on the ancient ruins of Soma. Amrita was built by a similar ancient culture. If the systems worked the same way, it would be easy for Maribel to control them. Set off a magical control reactor while Rimuru and Yuuki were locked in battle, catch them in the explosion, and even Rimuru would be caught powerless. An attack the Demon Lord Rimuru was not conscious of could absolutely defeat him. Maribel was certain of it. Now she was in the central part of the crypt, but she could not find the reactor. In fact, there was nothing at all. The sarcophagi were empty, bereft of any accompanying decor or treasure. There were gold and silver baubles lying around, but no magic weapons, nothing of real value.
That's strange. So strange. What's going on?
Nobody was there to answer her, or so she thought.
Ah ha 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 ha. There's no magical control reactor in these ruins, you know.
What?
And by the way, there wasn't one in Soma either.
Is that you, Yuuki?
It sure is.
It was definitely Yuuki, standing tall where she could see him. Kagali was there too, nestled close to him.
Aren't you fighting the Demon Lord Rimuru?
It's over. I gave my all against him, but it was pointless. Rimuru had enough strength to go easy on me, but I didn't stand a chance. If I could have won, I figured I would have beaten him right there, but...
I was so scared watching you. And I really thought you betrayed us too.
Ha ha ha, sorry. I figured it would be more believable if I didn't let you in on it. Besides, I always believed you would understand my intentions.
Well, all right. Everything worked out fine, at least. If this is what you wanted, I've got nothing to complain about. Yuuki and Kagali were thoroughly enjoying themselves. Seeing them carry on, Maribel finally realized. Yuuki had tricked her.
That's a lie. It must be a lie. But, Yuuki, did you break my force?
It seemed impossible to her, but reality did not care. When and how had Yuuki overcome the desires of avarice?
How did you do it?
Curious?
Just tell me.
Hey, all right, I will.
Yuuki gave Maribel a look of pity, then showed her. As she watched, his brisk, cloudless demeanor suddenly appeared to have a dark pall over it.
No, that's a lie. A lie.
Don't believe me? But it's the truth. I was pretending to be under your thrall from the beginning. What do you think? Pretty good performance, huh?
Yuuki laughed, having a blast down in the crypt. Maribel looked ill.
No, my desires. They harness your emotions to give you power.
She whispered to herself, desperately trying to understand.
Yeah, your greed was something else. Sadly, though, my own desires are stronger than yours. This world, you know, it's like my sandbox, and it's my dream to become king of it someday. I didn't even need anti-skill to keep your avarice from working on me.
The smile stayed on Yuki's face. To Maribel, it was like having her death sentence read out.
Don't count me out. I'm Maribel. Maribel the Greedy. Someone like you isn't even a threat to me.
She drummed up all the energy in her soul and hurled it straight at Yuuki. This was Greed Flare, a skill that transformed the power of her iron will into waves of physical destruction. It did not work.
Forget it already, you can't beat me.
Yuuki took her attack unguarded. The black waves dissipated like clouds around him. At the next moment, the edge of Yuki's hand shot straight into her heart. That was not even the worst of it. Her force flowed out of her body as Yuuki absorbed it all.
My power,
You got that right.
No, you can't do that.
The light faded from Maribel's eyes. The power drained from the arms clutching at Yuuki.
If you were born into this world even 10 years earlier, you might have taken the whole thing over. You just weren't lucky this time. Your body was too young to fully control your skills, wasn't it?
Maribel did not respond. She glared at Yuuki, frustration clouding her face. Then her soul flickered once, twice, and faded away. The one golden rule of this world had been upheld once more. The powerless always lose.
You said it yourself, didn't you? You said I had too much ambition. Well, good night, Maribel. I'll take on that desire of yours.
His words no longer reached her. And thus, Maribel, who lived in an era of near constant upheaval, breathed her last. Leaving everyone else to Xion and my friends, I rushed over to help Milim. Right this minute, I was looking down on the Chaos Dragon. It was huge. Super huge. A good 300 feet in length, maybe. It made Charybdis look like a shrimp, and just beholding it drove the viewer to despair. The Chaos Dragon was consuming the magicules around itself, growing bigger and bigger. I could see it raising entire mountains with a single spout of breath. It was violence personified. Even I had no chance against a monster like this, but Milim was different. Thanks to her super dreadnought-level magicule stores, she had stopped the Chaos Dragon's advance. Sorry I'm late, Milim.
Rimuru? It's about time! I've got a little problem here. This guy's actually my friend. I wanted to seal it away, but it's just not working. I think it's gonna cause some damage soon, but I can't bump off my own friend.
She looked ready to cry. Unlike Charybdis, the Chaos Dragon was bosom buddies with Milim. She wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt, but it was so huge that not even Milim had enough force to banish it away. Simply beating it would be doable enough, but she could not kill a friend. I could understand that. It reflected well on Milim in my eyes. So I smiled, trying to reassure her. It's all right now, I've got an idea. Milim's eyes sparkled as she watched me. I could tell she trusted me, but man, talk about pressure. I could not let it get to my head. Trying to look as confident as possible, I explained my strategy. Listen, no matter how big this guy is, there has to be a core in it. You can attack him accurately enough to leave that intact, right? I figured Milim could preserve the Chaos Dragon's soul while striking the rest of it, much as I had done with Charybdis to save Phobio. The dragon's soul would be protected by its astral and spiritual bodies, but those bodies were already corrupted and breaking apart. It was smeared head to toe with Maribel's desire, and I could not extract that out of him. But the soul, the heart of Milim's best friend, still seemed to be working hard. It was shining as strong as always.
But if it's this big, it'll take a lot of power to stab into it. If I mess it up, I could blow away the whole thing.
I taught you how to go easy, didn't I? Your friend's trying its very best for you right now. You have to be strong for it. I could not let her make excuses. Momentum was key. If she started thinking, what if I mess this up, she would fail at something she ought to succeed in. And I'll help you out, okay? Just follow my instructions and release all the magic force you've got. Yes, I told her I had a plan. I really did not. I was just going to rely on power here, Milim's power. But this was not the first time for me. I had seen it happen once and it succeeded then. This was on an even huger scale, but the task before us was identical.
All right, I believe in you, Rimuru.
Okay, we got this. I faked as much confidence as I could. Really, it was breaking my heart, acting so bold. If this failed, I was deathly scared of the consequences, but I had no other bright ideas, and I was the only one who could pull this off. You're on, Raphael.
Understood. Yes, my lord.
I might be a pro at palming responsibility off, but for this moment at least, I needed to perform. No mistakes would be allowed. I told myself again and again that this would go fine. This'll be easy, okay? It's the same thing over again. Do it, Milim.
Right! Yeah, you're right. Here goes, my friend. May the shining of the stars burn into your eyes. Drago Buster.
There was a flash so bright that closing your eyes did nothing. The enormous swirl of power Milim released reached the Chaos Dragon, smashing against its ominous wall of force. Power struggled against power, and as I watched, I searched for the source of the dragon's strength, relying on Raphael's calculations to control Milim's torrential might. It was heavy. Incredibly heavy. I could tell it was draining my own magicule stores. Despite all the energy we poured in, the Chaos Dragon remained unscathed. This guy really was crazy. It was about to break my heart, but if I gave up now, this would all be for nothing. All my previous experience was for this exact moment. I truly believed that as I threw everything I had at it, trying desperately to keep my peace of mind, I slowly brushed away the evil force looming around the Chaos Dragon's soul. In terms of time, it was less than a second, but the pressure made it feel like forever. I saw it. The Chaos Dragon's spotless heart, blinking amid it all. But I could not let up yet, even without the black mist of desire. Even without the hateful evil, the dragon's broken, polluted spiritual force was waiting for me. Carefully, with pinpoint precision, I kept up my work. Then, out of nowhere, the black mist disappeared. Yuuki had defeated Maribel. Yes, we can do this. Hoping to seize victory, I set off Belzebuth. Milim, we're finishing this now. Can you boost your output?
You got it! Drago Nova!
Heeding my instructions, Milim finally got serious. Feeling it all over again made me realize just how amazing she was. How could she turn the spigot any farther than that? The way she engineered incredible feats of strength made it clear she was on another level from the rest of us. But now was no time to stare at her, all amazed. Okay, Chaos Dragon, I'm gonna stop the pain for you. Now for the final touch. Timing was key. Milim's magic had to pulverize the Chaos Dragon's exposed spiritual body, breaking down its astral body as well. I waited until just before Milim's power shattered its heart, then I triggered Soul Consume. Ignoring all rules of time and space, Belzebuth did its work. Within my perception, it was faster than Milim's magic. And just as planned, I had the Chaos Dragon's shattered heart in hand. Without the core governing that massive cloud of magicules, the Chaos Dragon started to disintegrate. But that was a problem of its own.
Rimuru, this is bad news! It's gonna explode!
Milim had already stopped infusing magic at my signal, but now there was a massive energy field in the sky, twisting and warping the air inside. Force clashed against force, compressing the energy at eye-popping pressures. The reaction would come soon, a huge explosion that even Milim could not neutralize. She gave me a panicked look, but I was calm. According to Raphael, I could apparently do something about it. It's all right, I'll figure it out.
You can do that?
She looked surprised. I appreciated her admiring eyes, but if I messed this up, I was going to look like such a dumbass. Now was no time for that. Are you sure this will be okay, Professor? I could not help but ask.
Affirmative. It is not a problem.
Businesslike as ever. It seemed reckless, but also reassuring. With a smile, I looked at what used to be the Chaos Dragon. It was already just a shell. No need to hold back. Gobble it up, Belzebuth. Could it really consume such a vast blob of energy? My worries were instantly quelled by the fury of Belzebuth's appetite. It swallowed every bit like a midnight snack, astounding me beyond imagination.
Is it over?
No, not yet. We gotta do something about your friend here.
Huh? You will?
Sure, I brought this along for times like these. Not really, but let's roll with it. I took out a pseudo-soul.
Huh?
There was no time to spell it out for the confused Milim. I focused on myself. Theoretically, this was possible. Raphael guaranteed it. I just had to believe in it. Boldly, I did the work, trusting it was guaranteed to succeed. I picked up all the pieces of the shattered heart and absorbed them into the pseudo-soul. soul consume patched the pieces into a single unit, so it went easier than I expected. The issue came after that. Could a core like this be housed in a pseudo-soul? There was no reaction. I began to sweat. Staying calm on the surface, I frantically brainstormed a solution. What should I do at a time like this? My brain finally settled on something I had seen on TV dramas a lot. Milim, did this chaos dragon have a name or anything?
A name? Nothing like that, no.
No? Crap. Calm down. There had to be another way.
Gaia! I wanted to call it that someday. This creature's name is Gaia!
Oh, it did have one. I breathed a sigh of relief and softly called Gaia's name. What a nice name that is. So your name's Gaia, huh? Hey, shouldn't you open your eyes before your friend starts crying? The pseudo-soul began to glow softly. We did it. The heart was in the soul. Now I wrapped the master core in Gaia's pseudo-soul. That completed its avatar core, and my job was done. Time would take care of the rest. Once Gaia's heart healed, it would revive in the shape of its choice. In Gaia's case, that shape would be its actual body, not some other vessel. It would be a new monster, coming to life right before Milim's eyes. It worked, Milim. This is the new Gaia. It hasn't been born yet, so it's kind of like an egg right now. I presented the avatar core to her.
Right. I just knew leaving everything to you would work out. I trusted you, Rimuru. Thank you.
Glad to be of service. That, and I was glad I did not screw that up. But more than anything, seeing Milim smile made me happy. Wanna head back? Everyone's probably worried for us.
I need to tell them all what I did.
Sure. Good thing Milim came along, though. I could not have done a thing against that guy alone. From far away, we saw the palace, along with our friends nervously watching us. They all looked okay, which was reassuring. That wrapped things up then. I just wanted to go home and relax. A nice bath, followed by a cold beer. Basking in the joy welling out from me, I joined Milim as we went back down to regroup with our friends.